but I too am interested in this motion here tonight. Look, you couldn't make it up. You couldn't dream it up. An underspend and housing, and so many 10, 11, 12,000 people are homeless. And look, mention has been made of the bedsits. We had them in Dublin, but many parties here on the left were clamouring and claiming, close them down, they're scandalous and they're abusive and everything else. There were thousands of roofs over people's heads that had units. Yes, the standards now are too high. Across the board, with regulators and regulations and everything else for everything. And builders are walking away from it. Same as the ordinary householders that had a second property. I won't call them the dreaded L word. They were ordinary decent people. Have been demonised by parties of the left here as bad, horrible, greedy people. And then we stoke up a fear here that we have a housing crisis. Of course we have. But when you won't allow people to build them, and you won't build them yourself, and if people make the most nice here would know one side of a bag of cement or a shovel from the other, and never built a house, they can talk all right. I spent 5 years in the Housing Committee, the biggest waste of time that I've ever spent in my life. Reports and reports and discussions and debates and site visits. The will isn't there to build the houses, first of all, by the government parties, and then the regulations are too high. And even for all the schemes that you announced and you will announce after the eviction ban, which I voted against, the continuation of it, I voted to keep it, you'll have all the regulation and schemes announced, but they get bogged down in red tape. The voluntary sector out there, which I'm a member of for decades, Costa New Voluntary Housing, I was chairman for years. We have our AGM next Monday night, and they do great work. And many more, hundreds of organisations like they can do it, will do it. Just unshackle them. Build within regulations, certainly, but not pile on more and more and more regulations and demonise the good people who want to build houses, demonise the developers, demonise everybody. To hell out the Connacht with them all, and we'll keep rattling the can, and we'll get more votes by it. And we'll tell the people out there, we look after you. But we see Northern Ireland are not being looked after, and other parts of the country not being looked after. This is a damn fine charade. Deputy Michael.